Hello.
Hello, teacher.
Hello. How are you today, guys?
I'm fine.
Good. And welcome, Kevin. How are you today?
Hello, teacher. A little
Hi.
tired, like
Oh.
every Friday.
Okay. So I didn't realize about the grade that you sent to me because I was working at that time. Estaba trabajando en ese momento y solo le contesté rapidito. But ya revisé que el de este periodo está con todo, el de este módulo. Está con todo, Kevin.
Sí,
Good.
ya veo que sí, no, es que
Eso.
en el último test dije, no puede ser.
Okay, but really good. So guys, I apologize about the inconvenience that happened last class. Lo reporté, lo que sucedió les voy a contar es que el usuario con el que nosotros tenemos nuestra reunión, al parecer por algún tipo de error, en el caso se le dio el usuario a otra maestra que da clases desde las 8 de la noche. Entonces, al momento que ella inició su reunión, a nosotros se nos cerró esta, pero estoy viendo en el caso que todavía siguen programadas las reuniones que estaban. Probablemente nos pase eso ahora, probablemente si nos pasa y nos saca nuevamente, como el día de ayer, el día de antier, perdón, pues lo que vamos a tener que hacer es de igual manera. Y vamos a terminar hasta las 8 en el caso y yo lo voy a reportar para que ya no pase en el caso ya para el día lunes. Pero esperemos que no y que podamos tener nuestra clase completa sin ningún problema. All right, so I will share with you the presentation. Les voy a compartir. And welcome, Cesar. Welcome, welcome. How is everything? ¿Qué tal han pasado este día? Everything was good? In my case, I'm so tired and I'm feeling a lot of pain in my body. Because today was the childhood day at my school. It was a celebration. And me as a teacher, I had the responsibility, I had to participate in the games. So I had to run. Ay, me tocó que correr y brincar una cosa. Ay, no. Me siento como que me han dado duro. That's funny. Ay, no, ya la edad no me permite correr. But, yes, but fortunately today is Friday. All right, so welcome to your class number 2, guys. We will have a quiz here about the prepositional of places. Solamente son 10, and we will start with the number 1. It says they are sitting on the table, in the table, or at the table. On, in, or at. ¿Se recuerdan que esto lo vimos last module?
On.
On.
Think about that. Piensen acerca del nos sentamos a la mesa. That's an expression.
Right. In the table.
In the table, we are in the table.
Entonces sería como ubicación, ¿verdad?
Yes, at,
At.
yes,
At.
because we are not sitting, for example, the food, it's on the table. The food, it's on the table. Or it could be, si la mesa tiene a cabinet, una gaveta, puede estar de curly, que en el caso de la cutlery es como los utensilios pueden estar dentro de la cabinet. Entonces, en ese caso, eso sería in. Pero en este caso, it's an specific point, we said at. Okay, I want to spend a year in Barcelona, at Barcelona, on Barcelona.
In.
In.
In Barcelona, because it's a place, right? A territory. So, the milk isn't at the fridge. We have the fridge. We open the fridge. We open the fridge door. And we find if the food is
In.
In.
in this case it's in because the food it's inside of the fridge. Okay, is Peter's office at, in or on? Is Peter's office at, it, in or on?
At.
At, okay.
At.
Why are all these clothes? Why are all these clothes on the bed, in the bed, or at the bed?
In.
In,
On.
on. Remember that on es cuando están sobre. In es cuando están dentro. Y at is an at the specific point. All right, please put the clothes wardrobe.
In.
In. All right, are you?
At the home.
At the home.
At the home? At the home or at home? Dejemos at the home. I don't want to see her. I don't want to see her. Where? Ese era un estándar. This is an standard. Ya es estandarizado. Ya está la forma cuando decimos party. ¿Cuál usamos? At the party, yes.
At.
I like the sea, but I prefer swimming.
In.
In? All right. In. All right. So please call me when you are. When you are at,
On.
on, in. Okay.
In.
On. On or in?
Yo hoy tengo la pregunta porque sería on, no sería estar sobre la estación o algo así.
¿Perdón?
Si ponemos on, no sería como decir que está sobre la estación,
No,
sobre ella.
this is on the bus. Está refiriéndose que cuando ya está en el bus, dentro del bus. So in this case, it's different because when you have, for example, like a taxi or car, we say in because we are sitting there. Estamos dentro de. Even though in a bus, inside of a bus, we are inside, we are sitting, but we can walk. So that's the difference. We are in a surface. Estamos sobre una superficie, even though it's inside of the bus, inside of the plane, inside of the train. Toda superficie donde usted pueda caminar es on, porque está sobre la superficie, es decir, sobre el pasillo del bus, sobre el pasillo del avión, and so on. So let me check in the case the answers. Oh, we got 2. Peter sits, we use on to refer to the floor in a building. Okay, in this case, they were referring a building, not in a specific point. Maybe sometimes we can be confused. And here I know that was just at home, because, por ejemplo, this is an standardized. For example, at the party, but in this case it's at home or at work, without that. Usamos en el caso de esta forma, home y work, at home and at work. Son como frases estándar. Generalmente usamos esta frase the o de cuando las dos personas knows what we are talking about. Cuando las dos personas saben del lugar que estamos hablando. Pero acá nosotros no sabemos si esta persona que está preguntando conoce la casa. Entonces ese da tendemos a usarlo repetitivamente en inglés de church, de park, de school, cuando hablamos con otra persona. Pero what about if the another person doesn't know about the place? Entonces solo usamos ese de cuando la persona con quien estamos hablando sí sabe del lugar o sabe de qué persona estamos hablando. This is just for omitting the repetitive use of that. All right, guys, this was in the case, it was an warm-up activity just to remind you. So questions, guys. I want to know your experiences in touristic places. Have you ever been here, guys? Have you ever been in this amusement park? Amusement park, that's the name. Parque de diversiones, it names in English, amusement park. Have you ever been here? ¿Alguna vez han ido? No?
No,
No.
Any of you? Neither I. Yo tampoco. But I'm hoping to meet that place. And what?
usually I don't like.
You don't like amusement parks or you don't like beaches? Kevin, you don't like amusement park or the beaches?
In the beach.
You don't like the beach? Oh my God. My heart
Because
is broken.
the sun is very hard.
Ah, yes, it's really bright. But what about you, Cesar? Do you like the beach?
I like teacher.
Okay, and what about you, Elwin? Do you like it?
I like.
Okay, good. And what about this? Have you ever been in this volcano? This is Santa Ana volcano. No? Have you ever climbed it? ¿Alguna vez lo han escalado? No?
No. No.
No, teacher.
Okay. But have you ever been here in El Cerro Verde? No? Never?
No.
Ah,
Yes.
Excuse me, Kevin?
Yes.
Ah, yes, because in your case it could be a sin. Sin is pecado in English. Because you live in near to the Santa Ana, right?
Uh,
Yes, this is an amazing park, guys. If you have the chance to go here, please do it. I love here because I'm from Santa Ana and I love Santa Ana. Do you know? Okay, so we already were talking about a position of given instructions, like we use go on the second street, eat a candy, go to the church. I mean, in this case, this vocabulary, you will find it in the platform. Lo encuentran en la plataforma, son vocabulary. This is in the case a general vocabulary just to have an idea how those kind of things are called in English. So, parque de diversiones in the case is amusement park, que nosotros en realidad le llamamos rueda, vamos a ir a las ruedas, decimos. But the name, the formal name, es parque de diversiones. Así se tendría que conocer. But we as a Salvadorian, we use different words to refer to things. So, but in English, we says amusement park. So, this is a boat swim, que es como el barco. Bouncy castle es como los inflables. Bumper cars, carritos chocones, bumper cars. And we have chair wind, que es como que vuelan, una sillita que vuela. It says cup and saucer. This is the most common, the Ferris wheel. Go-karts, haunted house, merry-go-round, que son los caballitos, imagínense, nosotros le decimos los caballitos, pero tienen su nombre. It's merry-go-round. This is the roller coaster, como las coaster que tenemos here, like the same roller coaster that it's called montaña rusa, right?
it's danger.
Yes, we are in a
Coaster.
roller coaster, especially in the 44, la 44 maybe.
Oof. Yeah, special that.
Yes, la 44, I love it. When I was working near to the UCA. Do you know the Pizza Hut, which is next to the Starbucks?
Yes.
Yes, okay, I worked there and I was living in Ilopango, so it was so far, a long path that I have to travel to go to my job. So in the case, when I was in Metro Centro and I saw a 44, I love it. Porque in about 2 minutes, I knew that I was on my job. And also some 29 or 29 roads. También, what road do you use, Cesar? 29. 29A?
No.
Which one? La E, la C1?
In this case, the E, C1, C2, and G.
Where do you live? Do you live near to the mayor de la alcaldía?
No. San Bartolo.
San Bartolo near to the Maxi Despensa.
Correct.
Ah, ya conozco ahí, yo vivía por ahí. Por donde está el Juan Bueno, right? Está el Juan Bueno cerca y también está la otra colonia enfrente, atrás de la despensa está como San Felipe y todo eso.
Correcto.
Ah, okay. So, I was realizing that there are some coasters already. Before we had just buses, and right now there are a lot of coasters de la 29C1. And previously just the 29E or 29D. I remember when I was living there. So guys, but we can make the comparison a roller coaster to a coaster. Okay, but you know, right now what is in the case roller coaster. So as I was telling you before, guys, this is just a general vocabulary to increase vocabulary. Most of this vocabulary you are not gonna use it at all, but it's good that you can have the notion what that means. So, and we have the beaches here, the beach vocabulary. We have some vocabulary, general vocabulary. If someday you go to the United States or you work as a translator, it will be a good idea to know the vocabulary. So we have some things that we can do on the beach. It says, at the beach, I'm sorry, it says, watch the sunset. Do you understand the meaning of sunset, right? Sunset. ¿Entendemos que es un sunset? When the sun comes down in the evening.
Atardecer.
Yes, good. And we have the sunrise at the morning. Sunrise. Cuando amanece. Okay, we can put on sunscreen. Sunscreen, it's sunscreen is this one to avoid to be burned in our body. So surf, fly a kite. Kite, it's the toy that we can use it now and on October. Those things we use them when we were a kid. We can use a tombola. Do you understand what is a kite? No?
Piscucha.
Yes, that's right. That's a kite. Fly a kite. So we can have a picnic. We can build sand castles. Sand castles, this one. Play volleyball or soccer. Read a book. I don't know, but in my case, I don't like to be reading there. I like to enjoy the view, but every person has different likes. So ride a bike. Ride a bike on the sun. Se podrá manejar o andar en bicicleta en la arena. Ok. ¿Creen que se pueda manejar una bicicleta en la arena? Podría ser difícil, right?
It's difficult.
It's difficult, right? Or have a photo shoot session. Photo shoot session es una sesión de fotos. That's the most common thing that people do there. So it says we have different vocabulary here that you can just study. Okay, we continue. Okay, and we have the mountain. In this case, Kevin, do you like the mountains or not? Neither the mountains. No.
I don't know, but
you don't like to travel.
I never do that. Nunca he hecho eso. Entonces,
Yes, okay. So, but what can we do at the meantime? We can have an adventure. We can bird watching, exploring, fishing, start a bonfire, hiking, rock climbing, rock climbing, scouting and hunting. Hunting, I don't like this. Hunting is cazar animales. I don't like that. Or skipping stones. Skipping stones, coleccionar indicates stones are piedras. So in here we have the vocabulary. We have tent, backpack, compass, sleeping bag, or lamp, and all the things that are needs in the case for surviving at the mountain. I think that, for example, this first aid kit, this is a general one, que es el botiquín o de primeros auxilios. In this case, this one, also flashlight, rope, pocket knife, repellent, what else? Cooler, thermos, and what else? I think that just those ones. Backpack are the most common vocabulary que no necesariamente solo es para camping. Podemos tenerlo en mente. First aid kit, primeros auxilios, that's a general vocabulary. So, I'm gonna share with you in the case listening. Vamos a ver, just pay attention. Vamos a ver si logramos comprender. So try to take notes. Si no entendemos at the first or at the second time, no worries. Eso es just for, remember, just for training your listening skill. First time, lo que vamos a hacer the first time es oír. Oír nada más, acostumbrarnos al listening. And then les voy a enseñar las preguntas antes de poner el audio y se los pondré nuevamente, ¿ok? Let's start. Can you listen?
Yes.
Good.
Hey everyone, I want to review the first 2 days of our travel itinerary for the trip. Okay, yeah, please take out the paper that I handed out earlier. Okay, first of all, we have been very fortunate to have been able to purchase discount tickets to cover most of the transportation costs and scheduling activities. And I want to also thank the group of parents who worked very hard in order to raise funding through different businesses in the community. I really appreciate that. Let's see. Okay, everyone should meet at the airport at 6 a.m. This will give you time to check in and get through security. Our plane departs at 9. Our plane arrives in New York at 3 p.m. and we will take a bus from the airport to the hotel. We've been able to get great rates on this hotel because we're staying on a weekday instead of the weekend. In the morning, for any of you who like to get exercise, we will be meeting in the lobby around 6 a.m. to go jogging around Central Park for about 45 minutes. And we'll get back to the hotel about the time when the restaurant opens, so you'll have enough time to grab a quick breakfast before we leave the hotel at 8. We'll be taking a ferry ride to Ellis Island and then to Liberty Island to visit the Statue of Liberty. I mean, this is something that you really can't miss. And later, we will go to Times Square, where you can have lunch on your own for about an hour from about 1 to 2. Later in the afternoon, you have the choice of visiting the Empire State Building or the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Either one of these are great. And we have some great group discounts. We will meet back at the hotel at 6 p.m. and we'll have dinner at a very nice Italian restaurant downtown. and then we'll catch an exciting Broadway musical around 8:30 p.m. Any questions?
Oh, all right, creo que sí, probablemente vamos a tener some problemas here con esto de que me han tomado mi usuario para las otras clases. Ya vieron que salió un mensaje que en 10 minutos se nos acaba. Si nos saca, pues nos volvemos a unir. Voy a reportar eso. Y las disculpas del caso, ¿ok? So, but now let's check the questions. The first one says, what time does the plane depart? ¿A qué horas va a salir el avión? How will the group get to the hotel from the airport? Es decir, ¿cómo van a hacer ellos para moverse del hotel al aeropuerto? I'm sorry. About what time does the hotel restaurant open? ¿Alrededor de qué hora abre el restaurante del hotel? So, this group is going to, ¿a qué va a ir? Around the Times Square for about hours. ¿Qué es lo que van a hacer alrededor de Times Square por una hora? ¿Qué actividad van a hacer? And the last one says, what are they going to do later? ¿Qué es lo que van a hacer ellos después? That's the questions. Okay. Those are the questions. Now I will play it again. I will play it again one more time.
Okay, everyone, I want to review the first 2 days of our travel itinerary for the trip. Okay, yeah, please take out the paper that I handed out earlier. Okay, first of all, we have been very fortunate to have been able to purchase discount tickets to cover most of the transportation costs and scheduling activities. And I want to also thank the group of parents who worked very hard in order to raise funding through different businesses in the community. I really appreciate that. Let's see. Okay, everyone should meet at the airport at 6 a.m. This will give you time to check in and get through security. Our plane departs at 9. Our plane arrives in New York at 3 p.m. and we will take a bus from the airport to the hotel. We've been able to get great rates on this hotel because we're staying on a weekday instead of the weekend. In the morning, for any of you who like to get exercise, we will be meeting in the lobby around 6 a.m. to go jogging around Central Park for about 45 minutes. And we'll get back to the hotel about the time when the restaurant opens, so you'll have enough time to grab a quick breakfast before we leave the hotel at 8. We'll be taking a ferry ride to Ellis Island and then to Liberty Island to visit the Statue of Liberty. I mean, this is something that you really can't miss. And later, we will go to Times Square, where you can have lunch on your own for about an hour from about 1 to 2. Later in the afternoon, you have the choice of visiting the Empire State Building or the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Either one of these are great. And we have some great group discounts. We will meet back at the hotel at 6 p.m. and we'll have dinner at a very nice Italian restaurant downtown. And then we'll catch an exciting Broadway musical around 8:30 p.m. Any questions?
Okay, guys, did you get the ideas? Kind of? Okay. Are you scared about it? Okay, let me check. What time does the plane depart? ¿A qué horas el avión va a despegar?
6 a.m.
6 a.m.
I think.
Okay, good. And what about Cesar and Elwin? What do you think?
Night.
Nine.
9 a.m.
Good. Good job. Yes. Dice, let's see. Okay, everybody should meet at the airport at 6. This will give you time to check in and get through security, or plane departs at 9. So, sometimes, a veces menciona los números o exactamente lo que oímos, pero generalmente casi nunca es exactamente la respuesta. Tenemos que entender el context. Okay, how will the group get to the hotel from the airport? ¿Cómo van a hacer para irse del hotel al aeropuerto? ¿Cómo se va a ir el grupo?
They will take taxi.
Taxi, okay. Let me see, what do you think, Cesar and Kevin? Hello?
Going by bus.
Going by bus, okay. And what do you think, Kevin?
I don't listen that. I don't
But-
understand.
Hmm?
I don't listen that.
Okay, good. But in the case it's by bus. I heard about by bus. Okay, porque es un grupo, right? It's a group. Okay, before continue, guys, and I'm so sorry. Voy a cerrar la sesión porque ya se nos va a acabar el tiempo. No sé por qué lo dejaron programado de esa manera. I apologize about the inconvenience. Voy a arreglar esto porque no hemos tenido problemas estos 2 meses atrás. Volvamos a entrar al mismo link y espero yo de que no tengamos problemas a las 8. So, voy a cerrarla y volvemos a abrir la misma sesión, ¿ok?
Okay.
Okay, so and what about this one? About what time does the hotel restaurant open? ¿A qué horas abre? About what time? ¿A qué horas abre el restaurante?
6 a.m.
6 a.m. Okay, what do you think? Kevin?
6 a.m.
6 a.m. And what do you think about what time does the hotel restaurant open, Cesar?
6 a.m.
6 a.m. All right. So I will tell you that it's 7 a.m. And I will explain to you why. It says, exactamente lo que decía el chico era, in the morning, for any of you who like to get exercise, we will be meeting in the lobby around 6 a.m. to go jogging, hacer yoga, around Central Park for about 45 minutes. And we will get back to the hotel about the time when the restaurant opens. So you will have enough time to grab a quick breakfast before we leave the hotel at 8. Es decir, in this case, no nos mencionaba directamente el 7, pero estaba en el context. So those are just tips to develop the listening skill. But you are doing a really good job. It says the group is going to do some shopping, have a tour, or have a lunch. ¿Qué van a tener ellos? ¿Qué van a hacer? Do some shopping, have a tour, or have lunch around Times Square for about 1 hour. What are they gonna do? ¿Qué van a hacer?
Have a tour.
Have a tour? Okay. What about you, Kevin? What do you think?
Mm, I am not safe. No, I am not sure. Sorry, I am not
Okay.
sure.
But no worries. Dígame en el caso, what did you get? ¿Qué es lo que entendimos? What do you think? No, Nadia? No, you're not sure?
Have a tour.
Have a tour. Okay, I will tell you this. They are already in the tour. Ellos ya están en un tour. No puede ser el tour. Estaríamos entre do some shopping and have lunch. About for an hour, but I will tell you that it says have lunch. Y luego le dice, we will go to Times Square where you can have lunch on your own for about an hour, from about 1 to 2. All right. So, and what are they going to do later? ¿Qué es lo que iban a hacer ellos después? Did you listen that? No? Yes? No?
No.
If I'm not mistaken, I heard, no, I was mistaken. So the group is going to watch a musical. It says, oh, we will meet back at the hotel at 6 p.m. and we will have dinner at a very nice Italian restaurant downtown. And then we will catch an exciting Broadway musical around 8:30. So, as you know, the teacher was mistaken because I thought that Broadway played. Recuerden que un musical puede ser un play también. So, but it was exactly watch a musical. All right. Let's continue, guys. Continuemos. Questions so far? No? No questions? No,
No question, teacher.
No question.
Okay, good. And let me see in which I was. Here. Okay, I was here. I'm here. Okay, this is just the case, the same listening, and here some keywords that are missing here. All right, but I will move on. So, and let me check. Also this, I will skip this because I'm not interested in making groups right now. I will continue with the practice here. Okay, we will do this practice. I will do just an introduction about the following topics. What are your plans for next Christmas? What are your plans for next Christmas, guys? What are your plans for next Christmas? let's start with Cesar. What are your plans for next Christmas? Try to say it as you know or you think it is. Trate de decirlo como usted cree que es. No worries.
My plan is cooking the barbecue.
Oh, you will cook a barbecue. Sounds delicious. Are you going to have a meeting with your family? Or the dinner with your family?
The dinner.
Okay, what else are you planning? What else? Just that? Just cooking a barbecue? All right, let's see. Kevin, what are your plans for next Christmas?
My plans are have a dinner with my family, with my parents, my sister, my aunt. So I will go to the I want no,
You were right. You were right. I will. It was completely right. You are right. No worries. Está bien, así decimos para el futuro. I will. Y el
I
verbo.
will go to the church and give thanks to God for the year.
Okay, good. Thank you so much, Kevin. So what about you, Edwin? What are your plans for next Christmas?
My plan, I will cooking horneado sería
I will bake.
I will bake chicken and
Yeah, good.
sería reventar o explotar cohetes. Bueno, sería bursting
Bursting rockets.
rockets. Ajá.
Yes. Do you like that? Do you like buying rockets and all of that stuff? ¿Le gusta reventar cohetes? That's the question.
Yes, in a specific occasion.
For specific occasions. Good, yes. What else? Are you planning to have a meeting with your family? To have a dinner with them? Do you meet together, all your family together? Toda la
Yes.
familia junta? Okay, good. So I'm a little bit out of place. Did you see this note? ¿Vieron esto ya acá? No sé si lo ven.
No, creo que a nosotros no nos aparece.
Ah, ok, ya me salió el mensaje de que va a ser la otra reunión en 5 minutos. I'm so sorry, guys. This is now part of my hands. It's supposed that this problem was fixed. I will contact again the coordinator because of this inconvenience, because we are missing 20 minutes. In the case, I already covered the grammar topic for today. Let me see. Okay, we are missing 5 minutes. Okay, in the case, guys, try to advance in the case or continue working in the platform. We already covered just the grammar section that it was almost a review, que fue más que todo un review que con lo que inicia este módulo. Yo voy a arreglar esto para el día lunes, I promise you, because this is uncomfortable for you and for me. It's uncomfortable for you and for me, and that's not good. So, the first unit, it's just about the tourist attractions. ¿Qué es lo que vamos a ver in the case? Places. Places in the city, there is a vocabulary like a church, like supermarket, school, and all of that. I will show with you this. Que tenemos que avanzar in this case, in this. Tenemos que avanzar en eso. So, tourist attractions, places in the city, giving directions, ya lo vimos. Ya vimos el vocabulary de giving directions yesterday. And celebrations. Celebrations. Vamos a cubrir esto ya on Monday. Esto completamente. The use of be going to for the future. So for that reason, I was asking you, what are your plans for the future? So, but in the case, guys, if you want, you can continue practicing. But at least, creería yo de que lo que hemos cubierto estos 2 días es de Unit 1. La unidad 1. Nos hace falta el día lunes lo de la Unit 2, que nada más es lo del future. And then we have the exam. And we will continue working next week about this. And thank you so much for Kevin that is joining us on today. It's a pleasure to have you here because during Monday and Wednesday we are just 2. But it's really good to have it here, Kevin, on Friday. So do you have any questions, guys? Por si se nos corta la meeting. Ay, estoy esperando que no.
No question, teacher.
Okay.
No question.
And what about
Invadamos su clase.
Hi, thank you so much. I love you too. I'm thinking that this is gonna be the last month with you guys, but that's life. Así es la vida in the case. We have to meet different students. We have to meet different teachers. But this have been a really good path together. Ha sido una bonita experiencia que hemos tenido juntos esos 3 meses. Y espero que at least something you can learn. Al menos algo aprendan y lo puedan poner en práctica. Right? So let me see. We are missing 1 minute. Si la otra teacher abre su usuario con mi mismo usuario, creo que fue un error al momento que crearon el link. Si ella lo abre, se nos va a cerrar aquí a nosotros, a las 8 completamente. Ah, no. This is, I'm feeling like a nervous. Veamos, ya son las 8. ¿No nos ha sacado? No, right? ¿Verdad que seguimos en la meeting? Yes.
Yes.
Maybe no nos va a sacar entonces. Let me see. Ah, dice que en 1 minuto, dice. Va a empezar la otra meeting. Es que ya está programada automáticamente. Acá me sale que está programada hasta el 10 de noviembre. Ah, pero ya entraron con otro usuario, creo. ¿O no? Ok, let's continue. No se nos ha cerrado, ok. Por mí mejor. All right. Ok. So, entonces voy a continuar, que este es part of the class number 3 in the case. Esta es parte ya de la clase número 3. La mayoría de nuestras clases están hechas just for 1 hour, pero nosotros somos 1 hora 20. Entonces, en ese caso, yo voy mixeando, a modo que podamos cubrir la hora 20, es decir, nos llevamos una clase y la mitad prácticamente. So, those were the plans for the future. Ahora, con eso que les voy a explicar, que solo es un reminder about the future, ya vamos a poder hacer también la unit 2, que en el caso it's talking about future, will, and going to. It says, the simple future, also called future simple or future indefinite, is a verb tense which is used to show that an action will take place at a specific time in the future. The simple future is used to talk about future habits and future generalization. Es decir, in the case, decíamos que el simple future, la forma simple, son acciones que van a tomar en el futuro acción, pero en el caso con el will, do you remember what's the difference between going to and will? ¿Se recuerdan cuál era la diferencia entre will and going to? ¿No? Que en algún momento se los mencioné así randomly. ¿No se recuerdan?
No.
Ok, yo les explico. La diferencia entre usar will y going to. Ambos means future. Ambas significan futuro. Pero la main difference is that simple future, es decir, el futuro simple, son acciones que usted va a hacer en el futuro, sí, pero usted no está seguro que la va a hacer. You are not 100% sure. Entonces usa will cuando piensa que va a hacer algo o cuando está tomando una decisión en el momento. Pero going to es cuando usted sí está 100% seguro que va a hacer la acción in the future. But now this just focus on the simple future tense. De igual manera, always we will have affirmative, negative, and interrogative. Y siempre necesitamos la estructura sujeto, verbo, sujeto, will y el verbo. Este shall, don't pay attention to it. Les explico, el shall es lo mismo que decir will, pero este shall lo ocupan más que todo la gente picky de Estados Unidos, los señores ya, los seniors, los ancianos o las personas que tienen dinero. So ellos ocupan más el shall. Ellos dicen, shall I go? I shall not go to Thailand. Y ocupan ese shall para escucharse más sofisticados. Pero no significa otra cosa más que will, lo mismo que will. Pero nosotros, ¿verdad? Vamos a usar más que todo will, porque bien extraño se nos van a quedar viendo aquí, ¿verdad? Que nosotros hablando inglés con el shall. Así que, just for let you know, ya se imaginan, nos van a ver con cara de y esto va aprendiendo inglés y aparte hablando raro. Así que igual los memes que hacen de la gente que trabaja en los call centers, se han fijado que salen los de los call centers en los microbuses, dice, y les ponen a 3 hombres así parados enfrente como de un barco con los cafetes, con los badge. Yo cuando trabajaba en el call center, yo me quitaba o me escondía el badge, me daba pena, o sea, era bien ilógico, ¿verdad? Pero me daba pena, porque la gente se podía burlar o algo así, era, no tendría por qué darme pena, ¿verdad? Pero por tanto meme. Así que ya sentía que salía en Facebook en algún meme, así que me lo quitaba. Pero volviendo al punto, it says, necesitamos subject. Remember, después de will, always the verb will be in the base form. No le vamos a poner going to, no le vamos a poner ing, no le vamos a poner s a la tercera persona, just we will use it, subject, will, and verb in the base form. Here in affirmative, I will go to Thailand. And the negative, I will not go to Thailand. In the interrogative, will you go to Thailand? Remember, in the interrogative, we need to switch the position. Vamos a tener el auxiliary will at the beginning and then a simple sentence with subject and verb. All right, let's continue. And I have the uses here. It says the uses. So, for example, it says, for actions decided at the moment of the speech. Para acciones que usted decide en el momento que está hablando, usa will. For example, I have a toothache, I will take medicine. Tengo dolor de diente, voy a tomar medicina. In that cases, we use will, because they are actions decided at the moment that you are speaking. And we have for unplanned future actions, por acciones futuras no planeadas, o sea que usted no sabe, pero probablemente puede hacer. Dice, winter will come soon. Winter will come soon. ¿Qué podemos decir acá nosotros? Podemos decir October winds will come soon. Vientos de octubre van a venir pronto. No estamos seguros si vamos a tener vientos de octubre, en octubre o en noviembre o en diciembre los tendríamos. But, en ese caso aplica winter will come soon. Probablemente en el caso, ya casi serían los vientos de octubre. For unplanning future actions. So it could be another example, Caesar graduations will come soon. Caesar graduation will come soon. Yes, it is, right, Caesar? Next month, right?
Yes, teacher, next month.
Are you ready? Are you excited about it?
¿Cómo se dice desesperado en inglés?
Ah, you are anxious, ansioso.
Sí, es que no nos han informado de nada.
No, no worries, que no le van a informar hasta 15 días antes. No worries. Solo le van a enviar un correo donde le van a decir qué día tiene que ir por sus tarjetas, cómo tiene que ser el código de vestimenta, and that's it. 15 días antes. Así que no worries and don't be anxious. ¿Verdad, Edwin, que no es que dan mayor información?
En mi caso, sí, no dieron información. Cabal, creo que 15 días o
Ujú.
20 fueron.
Sí, siempre hacen eso. Y generalmente las graduaciones son a final del mes, del otro mes. Así que probablemente le van a venir escribiendo next week o los primeros días de noviembre. Así que don't worry, just prepare your suit. Solo prepare su traje. And that's it. Okay. It says with conditional time and purpose clause. Con una condicional o una oración con algún propósito. Dice, when I arrive at home, I will call you. Cuando usted ya tiene un propósito. Cuando yo llegue a casa te voy a llamar. When I arrive at home, I will call you. ¿Por qué will en el caso? Porque a veces se nos olvida llamarle a las personas, right? Decimos voy a hacer esto y se me olvidó. So for the reason will is used for purposes. So it says for unpreventable actions in the future, the same. Summer will come soon. El verano va a venir pronto. For offering, ordering, or treating, I'm afraid we will get wet. Es decir, cuando ya va a llover y decimos me temo que nos vamos a mojar. I'm afraid we will get wet. For offering or ordering, cuando vamos a un restaurante y decimos I will have a salad, please. Yo voy a querer una ensalada. I will have a salad. I will have a Coke. I will have a cup of coffee. So for ordering, usamos will. And also for thoughts, predictions, assumptions, soreness, fear about the future. Es decir, thoughts, pensamientos. Or it's pronounced like a thought. Como que estamos soplando con la Z. Thought. Thoughts, predictions, assumptions, asunciones, ideas que nosotros asumimos, but we are not sure about them. It says, I promise I will not tell anyone your secrets. Te prometo que no le voy a decir a nadie tus secretos. So, this will not tell anyone doesn't mean de que esto va a ser cierto, porque a veces a las personas se les salen los secretos, right? So we have some time expressions. Do you remember the past time expressions, guys? ¿Recuerdan que usábamos time expressions en el pasado? Do you remember? Also in the simple present. No, no se recuerdan de los time expressions. No. Cuando decíamos I study English today, for example. Today, podemos usar today in the simple present. Right now or now. Cuando estamos hablando de present continuous, de acciones que estamos haciendo, the same way it's in the time expression for the future. For example, we says tomorrow, mañana, soon, pronto, later, más tarde, next week, la otra semana, in 2 weeks or in 2 months, in a month, next year, later, the day after tomorrow. Do you know what it means? ¿Saben qué significa the day after tomorrow? El día después de mañana, ¿qué es lo que lo conocemos como?
Pasado mañana.
Pasado mañana. Yes, but in English we say the day after tomorrow. The day after tomorrow. Ese es en sí el significado de pasado mañana. So, questions, guys, about the uses? Questions? No questions?
No questions.
No question, teacher.
Okay, good. So in the case, this is just gonna be an introduction about the future, the simple future. Once again, usamos will for actions that we don't know that will happen, que no sabemos que van a pasar. Also in the future classes, le voy a explicar el uso del going to, cuando usamos going to. Y ahí ustedes van a ver pues la diferencia. También vamos a ver el pasado. If I'm not mistaken, vimos el simple past en los otros módulos, right? El simple past. Pasado simple. Sí, ¿verdad? Porque usábamos did. ¿Se recuerdan? ¿No? ¿Ya se nos olvidó? ¿Se nos olvidó o no se nos olvidó?
Sí, lo olvidé.
Ok, vamos a hacer otro review, porque fíjense que ya vimos los tiempos en la forma. ¿Se recuerdan que les expliqué el primer día de clase que tenemos pasado, presente en future? ¿Se recuerdan? Pasado, presente y futuro. Y les dije que en inglés teníamos diferentes tenses, que eran como tiempos o formas. Formas. Y se los voy a mostrar. English forms. We have some English forms. All right. Ahorita se los muestro. So, here. Okay. So, in the case, we have, okay, we have 3 tenses in English. Tenemos 3 tiempos en inglés, que es presente, pasado y futuro. Y cada tiempo, each of them, tienen una forma. Tenemos simple present, simple past, and simple future. ¿Qué es lo que vemos en basic 1, 2, and 3? Es lo que vemos cuando estamos en los básicos. Aprender a hablar en la forma simple en el pasado, en el presente y en el futuro. ¿Y qué hemos visto también? Hemos visto el present continuo. Es decir, solo hemos avanzado ahorita en basic estas 3. Miren, simple, present, past, and future. Y el continuo del presente. Cuando ustedes avancen a otros módulos o continúen estudiando back your own, van a aprender sobre el past continuo, el future continuo, el past perfect, present perfect and future perfect. Y ya cuando estén en los levels advanced, van a aprender el perfect continue in the present, past perfect continue, and future perfect continue. Pero ahora estamos here en los 3. En estos 3 y acá en estos 4. So, my purpose here is that you can be able, we are just in this part. So, my purpose here is that you can be able to speak in a basic level using the 3 forms of the tenses. Vamos a hacer un review next class para recordar the uses of them. No worries. So, questions so far? More questions? No?
No question.
Preguntita?
No question, teacher.
Okay, good. So guys, I'm wishing you a good night and also a really good weekend. Enjoy your weekend. Try to rest. Try to enjoy your weekend with your family. If you have time, try to work on the platform. If not, it's okay. We have Monday to do it. And take care, guys. Have a good night.
Good night, teacher.
Good night, teacher.
Okay, bye-bye, guys. Take care.